Paul Lala Hai Now Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach Wamalaki by Hashem Harawat the Kakwadat Rakathum the Water Bible Bawa Kwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily. To the men out there teaching the lightwise doctrine and say Shalom. Today we're gonna get into a video whereas this veteran Edomite, he looked like Edomite. Well, he looks like an Edomite, but his spirit is kind of Jake. So I'm gonna leave that one up in the air, but he's a veteran and he's going in about the wickedness that Esau is doing. Now, it's funny to me because until recently, you never heard Edomites speak out so much against their government. Why is that, you might be asking? Well, it's simple, because up until now, the government hasn't shown their ugly face to Edomites like they always show us. So now that the Edomites are pretty much getting what everybody else was getting, you know, the so-called brown and black communities, now they don't like it. Well, guess what? This is what we've been marching and protesting about for the past 100+ years. So now, and all this is a testament to the point that the Lord is taking the curses off of us slowly and placing them on our enemies slowly. So let's go ahead and grab the video, then we'll get to subscriptions. The name of this video is Hey Esau, your own brethren, the 1% whom you trusted cares nothing about you. And this is what we told y'all. The only thing Esau cares about in these elites is money. The only way that you're going to be taken care of is if you got more money than them. Now, this is a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let's go.
I spent 10 years serving this country, put my life on the line in a war built on lies, came home broken, and now I'm watching these bootlickers in West Virginia legislature spit in the faces of the very people they claim to represent. House Bill 3518 isn't just cruel, it's calculated violence against the poor, the disabled, and the working class. It's a death sentence wrapped in a bureaucratic doublespeak, a deliberate act of war against the very people of this state. They ain't just cutting Medicaid, they're slashing lifelines. They're gutting entire communities and sentencing thousands to suffer because they would rather hoard wealth than save lives. You want to know who this bill hurts? Over 600,000 West Virginians depend on Medicaid, and this bill sets them up to lose the second the federal government shifts funding. We already have one of the highest poverty rates in the country at over 18% and climbing. Hospitals in rural counties are shutting down. Overdose deaths are skyrocketing. People are literally dying in the streets because healthcare is treated like a privilege instead of a right. And these parasites in Charleston want to cut even deeper. And let's be honest, this ain't about saving money. If it was, they'd be clawing back the millions in corporate handouts and tax breaks for the rich. But no. They'd rather rip healthcare away from children, seniors, and disabled folks than dare touch the pockets of the elites pulling their strings. They call this fiscal responsibility, But what it really is a goddamn massacre of the most vulnerable. You know what makes me sick? The same cowards pushing this bill all got government funded healthcare. They all got government funded healthcare. The same ones who scream about personal responsibility have never worked a day in their lives without a safety net paid for by our tax dollars. These politicians don't care if you live or die. To them, you're just a number, a liability, an expense to be cut. They'll smile in your face while signing the paperwork that leaves you to rot. Fred Hampton said it best. We're not going to fight fire with fire. We're going to fight fire with water. We're going to fight racism, not with racism, but we're going to fight it with solidarity. And let me tell you, solidarity is the only thing that'll keep us alive in this blood-sucking system. House Bill 3518 ain't just another bad policy. It's a declaration of war. And if they think we're just going to sit back and take it, they're dead wrong. Because I'll be damned if I fought overseas just to watch my own government turn around and kill its own people through poverty and neglect. If they're coming for us, then we sure as hell better come for them.
Said something then. Now, this is my thing. This is my take on it. You heard him, just in the state of West Virginia alone, they couldn't all this Medicaid, and they going after they're going after your Social Security. Meanwhile, Trump wants to hold a $92 million birthday parade for himself, and they trying to offer the citizens of Greenland $10,000 apiece to acquire the land of Greenland. But I thought y'all didn't have enough money. I thought it was budget cuts. I thought y'all was trimming the fat. You see what I'm saying? These people are unfit to rule. These people are doing what they've always done. Steal everything and lie about it. This is what makes Edomites unfit to rule. This is why their kingdom is coming to an end, because there's only way a kingdom can last forever. That's if you follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Other than that, it's bound to fail. Look at all the wickedness that's going on in this society, in this kingdom right now. And the elites are fine with it because they are wicked. These people, they see gain as godliness, even if it means stealing your shit. There's nothing godly about being covetous. Matter of fact, the Lord said there's nothing more wicked than a covetous man. Sirach chapter 10, verse 9. Yeah, roughly paraphrasing. But let's go ahead and grab scriptures real quick. Psalm chapter 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Edomites. Let's keep going. Verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. Everything ain't enough for Esau, which makes him also unfit to rule. Because if this man had his way, he'll kill everybody, steal everything. Then when it comes down to the last two Edomites on the planet, one of them gonna kill the other one. Then he gonna start crying to myself, what have I done? Then he gonna kill himself. So these idiots needs to be removed immediately. And we'll be glad when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai comes and handle these Edomites, put them back in their cages. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Yeah. Loftily means you speaking to somebody like you think you better than them. Verse 12, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. There it is. Now, there are also liars. Let's go to Psalms, still in Psalms chapter 58. This scripture right here nails it right on the head. Psalms chapter 58, verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And that's exactly one of their primary weapons, lying. They're going to string you along with lies all the way to the chip. It's like they done strung you along this far. The scripture basically sums up that these people are born liars. Go to the book of Isaiah. Chapter 26, verse 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. That's why we keep telling y'all, stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. They were not created for that. They were created to punish us, destroy their own kingdom, and rebuild ours for free. After that, they no longer will exist. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they prescribe. These unrighteous ass laws. That is an unrighteous decree. Taking your shit that you work for is yours. They don't have any say about it because every time you got paid, you put into the pot of Social Security to take care of you in your old age when you are too old to work. But they stealing it and calling it a tax cut. No, that's not a tax cut. That is grand theft. But then again, what can you expect from a 34 count felon as your president? Check this out, verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff is in their hand is mine indignation. Assyrian, that's another, those were Edomites at the time. And y'all heard the verse, the rod of his anger. Yeah, the Lord is sending Esau to punish Israelites. And the staff in their hand is mine indignation. What is indignation? It's righteous hatred. The Lord is pissed off at us, so he sent a nation to punish us, the nation of Edom. Verse 6, I will send against him a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give them a charge to take the spoil mean to rob, and to take the prey, and to take them down like the mire in the street. That's why you got so many Israelites getting gunned down. Mire means shit. Yeah, the Lord is pissed off at his people. So he created Esau to punish us. This is one of the ways he does it. Go to Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. That paperwork, them laws, signing with a stroke of a pen. Daniel 8, chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. How many unlawful, unrighteous executive orders has Trump signed since he's been in office? I lost count. And they were all toward the degradation of this country, to set this country on a course to destroy itself. It's not my fault, Edomite, if your pride won't allow you to believe the truth. That's not up. That we don't care about you and how you deal with reality and truth. We just here to tell you the truth. How you process it, that's on you. We don't care. You can either accept it or keep your cognitive dissonance on 10. Because the time is going to come sooner or later where you can no longer ignore your eyes and ears. You will have to accept that your country, your government has declared war against you. Yes, you Edomites as well. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He will also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Yeah, by peace he destroying many without firing a shot. Look how many farmers crying right now. Why? Because of a stroke of a pen. And he ain't through. John chapter 10, verse 10, the red letter, Lord Yahweh speaking. We all know who this is talking about. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. There's only one nation of people who does these things. Edomites. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. That's why the Lord is coming back to put these Edomites back in their cages, back in their chains. If not, they'll kill everybody and everything. It's good to know. See, hold up, y'all. I think this it. Yeah. Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrongful judgment proceedeth. That's why we tell y'all to stop expecting the wicked to be righteous, because that's not what they were created. We were created for that. Yes, in Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4. Now let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 12. Verse 3, there can no good come to them that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. That's why this kingdom ain't gonna last. Let's keep going. Chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he shall stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. That's why it says never trust thine enemy. Don't do business with him, because he gonna end up, all he gonna do is look for a way to take your shit. This devil can't be trusted. If anything shows that this devil can't be trusted, let his history show that he can't be trusted. Fuck what he's saying. Look at his history. Because this man, every time he opens his mouth, lies fly out. Look at his history. Fuck what he's saying. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. We're trying to look for a way to put innocent people in prisons in other countries. That's an unrighteous decree, but it's cool though, because you know what? It's like we said, the Lord is giving these Edomites plenty of elbow room to earn their judgment. So when their judgment comes back on them, you're gonna have so much red on red crime in the kingdom, it's gonna be ridiculous. Edomites, the poor people, the poor Edomites gonna be beating that shit out of rich Edomites for doing this to them. Never mind that they did it to us, because while they was just doing it to us, they was cool. But now the lower class Edomites are seeing that the elites are turning on them as well. That's why the Edomites are going to fire the first shot, because only Edomites are entitled enough. I mean, look at January 6th. Even though it was staged, they still felt entitled, still felt emboldened to go to Washington and act a damn fool. Same thing gonna happen again, but this time it's not gonna be staged, because like we told y'all years ago, y'all ain't mad yet. Wait till they take y'all money. Verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Y'all still keep looking for a way to trust him. Y'all stupid. What else we got? Chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in all his goods, which is why I don't understand Black MAGA at all. Because right now, he's shitting on his own people. You think he gonna show you any favor? Has he ever shown you any favor? So why would he start now? Verse 7. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. He's doing that right now, shitting on everybody, not just the black and brown. Verse 8. An envious man have a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. That's why they are unfit to rule, because they got this deep-rooted hatred for everybody. My thing is this: if you so superior, why you hate everybody? Because you think everybody's better than you? Guess what? You're right. Because you're at rock bottom as far as the human family. And you're not even considered human, because you got to have pigment, melanin, hue in your skin to be considered human. So you are subhuman. Look at your actions. Bestiality, eating raw meat. Yeah, those are very, yeah, you are a goddamn savage, an animal. No other race does these things. Verse 9, and in covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked driveth up his soul. That's why everything ain't enough for Esau, which makes him unfit to rule. Chapter 13, still in Sirach, verse 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. Whole Edomites ain't got shit. He forsaken them. He only caters to the rich, or those who has more money than him. We talking about DT. We talking about the what my buddy called him, what he say? He look like a condemned grilled cheese sandwich. Hey, he does. Verse 5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee barren, not be sorry for it. Y'all waiting on this man to apologize? You're gonna be waiting. It's not in his nature. And even if he does apologize, it's not gonna be sincere, because naked ass apologies don't bring forth balance. You got to right the wrong. If not, the apology's not sincere. So them empty ass apology days are over. All these nations want to see America burn. And fortunately for them, it is in Yahweh, his will, to destroy America. Verse 6, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee, and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair, and say, what wantest thou? Does that not sound like the same reason why Trump legalized bribery again? So how y'all expect a 34 count felon that's used to back alley deals and under the table type shit, how y'all expect this man to be righteous? I don't know who's more delusional, you or him. Actually, I think it's you, because he knows what he's doing. His orders are to lie to the public and destroy this country. So if y'all gonna believe this lying ass orange man, be my guest. You're deceiving yourself. But the Lord said the deceiver and the deceiver are his. So it's the Lord deceiving you to trust this man so he could be justified to destroy you as well. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Chapter 21, verse 10. The soul of the wicked desire evil. He findeth no favor in his eyes. See, he don't care about nobody. The only way he gonna care about you if you got more money than him. Go Jeremiah. Chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Which is one of the other reasons why we say stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. They're not going to do the right thing. It's not in them. Go to Isaiah 59. Actually, we'll wait on that one. Go back to Jeremiah. Chapter 49. Verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? The answer is they never had wisdom. True wisdom, at least. Yeah, they got the foolishness of this world and call that wisdom, but you see that their wisdom is failing because their kingdom is failing. So how is that wisdom? You got to remember this. If knowledge is everything, if knowledge is power, then wisdom is everything. They don't have it. They don't have the breath, what the Lord calls it. The law, statutes, commandments, common sense. Verse 10, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, his neighbor, and he is not. Because he the one doing the spoiling. Spoil mean to rob. And he robbing everybody any which way he can. He just hit a whole bunch of people, hit them in their 401k. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not. But the unjust knoweth no shame. Steal your shit and lie about it. And don't even lose no sleep. Slocky. 2 Peter chapter 2. Verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. We said the Lord is giving y'all plenty elbow room to earn your judgment. So when it comes Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for your ass, especially not the elites. Other Edomites gonna beat the elites' ass, and we gonna sit back and watch it how rotters are. My popcorn ain't gonna run out. I promise you. Second Peter chapter 2, verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they do, that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. Ooh, yeah. That's why we chilling. We getting out your way because you reckless right now. You are childishly reckless and dangerous, you Edomites. So we getting out the way and let you earn your judgment. So when the Lord bring his hammer, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, get them, get them. Fuck sorry, get them. That's how we feel. Let me see. I got another one. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. Y'all ain't getting off. Y'all ain't getting away with shit. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Y'all ain't getting away with shit, man. If that's what y'all hoping, no, it's not gonna happen. All you other 17 nations are about to go into captivity if you survive World War III. And guess for how long? 1,000 years. We had to do 500. Y'all got to do 1,000. That's fair. Go back to Sirach chapter 10. Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people. Yeah. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 2. Let me write this down first. All right. Now let's go to where we at? Psalms chapter 10. Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Yeah. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. They ain't gonna see the left hook coming from the Lord. Verse 3, for the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. That's what they think. They think the Lord is on their side because they haven't been punished yet. Keyword, yet. But it is coming. Matter of fact, every day that goes by, the judgment is getting closer and closer. Verse 5, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Like, dang, then we can take their shit too. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Because this is his attitude. Verse 6, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's how proud he is. Verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Very vain. All that double talk, all that bureaucracy. Yeah, under his tongue is mischief because he lying about what he doing and why he's doing it. You just gonna start a trade war out the blue because you felt like this country was being treated unfair. That is mischief under his tongue, a straight up goddamn lie. He just needed an excuse to start a trade war. Esau is very desperate in his last days. A desperate man is a dangerous man. To him, any lie will do. Too bad he ain't think his lies out first, though. That's why he getting caught left and right in them. This is one of the things the Lord gonna do. Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands could not perform their enterprise. He about to start throwing monkey wrenches in your whole shit. Verse 13, he have taken the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. What does that mean? It means the counsel of the froward. Froward means you are difficult to get along with. It's carried headlong. Headlong means reckless confidence. They are proceeding with their plans with reckless confidence. And this is where they get sloppy at. This is where the Lord is going to take advantage of those weaknesses and destroy Esau. Go to Psalms. Chapter 29. Verse Salaki is Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Nobody rejoicing, so that should be an indicator to you who's in rulership. Now we can scroll down to verse 12. If a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. How many lies have these politicians been caught up in? Any politician, take your pick. We're not just talking about the orange boy. Now let's go to Isaiah chapter 59. We can close on this one. Verse 6. The web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Verse 7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. But you expect peace from this nation of people. Verse 8. Oh, the way of peace they know not. That's why these other nations catching hell trying to deal with the United States and those Israelis. And there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whoso goeth therein shall not know peace. Anybody who ever deals with the United States will never know peace, because the United States, the people that's running this country, they're not peaceful people. That's why China said pretty much they don't care. We don't care about losing the American market. Their economy is strong enough to survive and recover, along with the GDP of the BRICS. They don't need the United States money. Matter of fact, I think they're going to enjoy seeing this bitch fall. Trump came on the TV and lied to my 75 nations are trying to kiss his ass. If that's the case, how come China ain't returned your call yet? Because they ain't fucking with you. That's why. And all the other nations, they doing the same thing, but in their own way. Because when you can no longer trust what somebody says or does, naturally, you go into self-preservation mode. You just back away because they cannot be trusted. These people are dangerously childish, dangerously impulsive. So to protect you and your people, if you were a righteous ruler, you wouldn't deal with the United States. Who wants the headache of dealing with these grown-ass children? Constantly catching them in lie after lie after lie. These other nations are going to throw up their hand. You know what? We don't even want to fuck with them, man. They too much of a headache. That's how they feeling right now. And in the near future, they're going to all come together again. They're going to say, you know what? These motherfuckers ain't going to stop. We just going to have to bomb their ass because they ain't going to stop the bullshit. That's going to be the end of Babylon. Call Allah Yamlala Hayanawa Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malaki, Bahashem, Harawat, Rakak, Wadash, Barakathum, the water Baba Bawa, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.